Our next writer is Önder Deligöz, an exiled journalist and writer from Turkey who worked there for various national newspapers and a national news channel as a reporter, editor, and editor-in-chief. Mr. Deligöz currently works as a social media analyst for an IT company. He was recipient of the 2018 Penn Canada Humber College Scholarship Program and the 2019 Diaspora Dialogues Long-Term Mentorship Program. He is the author of the novel Love After You Have Gone, in English and Turkish. Önder, please.
Hello everyone, thank you for being here. So let's go back to 2016, to a horrible night, right after a staged military coup attempt in Turkey. The regime has started to attack everyone who supports democracy and freedom of expression. Also, some of your books has been turned into evidence of terror. So you had to get rid of them. Putting them into the garbage was not a smart idea, because many people did that, but they were detained just because their fingerprints had been found on those garbage books. So what was the other option? My pressure cooker is going to tell you that option now. Let's get started. Don't surrender. I am the most wretched pressure cooker in all the world. Don't ask how it could be otherwise. Please, just listen to me. I will tell you a strange story of how I met fire in a bathroom. Yes, you did not hear wrong. The guy who had never opened the door of the kitchen cabinet, where I was imprisoned for 321 days, took me up to the bathroom. The bathroom. As he was so anxious, I wondered if something bad would happen. At that moment, I only thought, if only you cooked something in me, at least once. If only you saw what I could do, you would drag something else into the middle of the bathroom floor, not me. Unfortunately, I don't have a mouth that speaks. I only have a steam vent to whistle the aroma of the food I cook into the air. But he did not hear it. He did not hear it even once, because he never cooked with me. He leaves, and I tell myself that it's my destiny to wait in the middle of the bathroom floor. As I wait, I hear some weird, repetitive shuffling and banging sounds. His phone rings non-stop at the same time. He, who spends almost all of his time on the phone at home, now ignores the phone? Not a good sign. I can't imagine what I will witness. Suddenly, he reappears and seems to be even more anxious, ashen-faced too. Maybe he's tired from all the books he carries. He tosses the books on the floor and disappears again. His actions surprise me, but now I know what that shuffling and banging are all about. Even though I'm usually imprisoned in the kitchen cabinet, I overhear everything that happens in this apartment. For instance, once he was angry with his friend just because she folded the corner of a page to keep her place in the book she was reading. He scolded her. Respect the book and use a bookmark. A sensitive person, even for a page, just throws a bunch of books to the floor in front of me. Now I know something's wrong. I imagine that very bad things would happen here this evening, and that I'm going to be a part of this nightmare. But I don't know what my role is yet. He returns holding a lighter in one hand, saying, "Are you crazy? I work on the kitchen stove," was going to be nonsense. At least I'm not stupid enough to think he is going to cook a book in me. However, I can't read his facial expression anymore, even now when he sits next to me. His face is even paler than the white t-shirt he wears. If not for his blue shorts, he would look like a ghost. Is he angry? Scared? Going to cry? Or all of this? I can't understand, but I sense his soul is shattered. He mutters under his breath as though he is swearing at someone. He lifts my lid suddenly and throws it between the toilet and the wall. The loud echo of the heavy lid hitting the tiled bathroom floor hurts me and also scares him. "Good job, idiot," he says to himself. Why not wake all the neighbors?" He extends his hand to stop the lid from spinning, and the bathroom is quiet again. He grabs a very thick book and puts it into me. Honestly, I don't like to boast my abilities, but I have to tell you that I'm as famous for my huge capacity as much as for my cooking ability. That thick book fits easily inside me. I'm proud of myself, but I forget that pride when I see the fire from his lighter. I'm shocked. My owner is a freak who has purchased a pressure cooker for the purpose of burning his books. Several times he tries to burn the book in me with the lighter. Maybe the book is thicker than I thought because he can't manage to set it on fire. Besides, he burns his fingers each and every time he tries, blowing on them until the pain subsides. He doesn't give up. Stubbornly, he takes the book out of me, holds it in the air with the pages fanning down, and fires the lighter again. He succeeds this time. Pages catch the flame and begin to burn. He places the book in me again, careful this time not to burn his hand. As he watches the book burn, I wonder if he plans to burn all those books in me. If only I could ask him why he chose to burn his books instead of giving them to someone, or donating them to a library, or a school. Why not just throw the books into the garbage if he really wants to get rid of them so badly? Frankly, he isn't in any mood to answer my questions, even if I could ask. Are those tears running down his face from the smoke of the fire? Or is he sad? I gaze at his face. Yes, he cries. Yes, he looks so sad. Now I wonder if he will cry while he burns all those books in me. I pity him. How can I find another way to get rid of the books that won't make him cry? After a while, the flames go out. But the book is only charred, not burned. This thick book resists being reduced to a handful of ashes. He grabs the book by its corner, raises it in the air, and fans the pages. He flicks the lighter, trying to burn the pages again. Instead, this time he seriously burns his fingers. He drops the book in me and stands up. He immerses his fingers under cold running water, watching his face as the pain lessens. Loud and angry, he repeatedly screams, "Sons of bitches!" When he steps away from the scene and sits down next to me on the floor, he shows that the flames have died. As he reaches into me to take out the charred book, his wrist touches me. He moans with pain because the flames of the book are dead, but I'm still burning hot. Too hot to touch. After all, I'm a cooking pot made from heavy stainless steel that is designed to retain heat. I don't know how he doesn't realize that fire would make me hot. And now my soul is in turmoil. He gives up trying to burn the thick book in me and tosses it onto the floor. He blows on his wrist as he chooses a different book from the pile. thinner than the previous one. He raises the book in the air, fanning its pages. In the moment just before he fires the lighter, a bookmark falls from the book into me. I can only try to describe the beautiful image I see on the bookmark. A regal black cat, sitting on the edge of a crescent moon, watching the stars and waving its elegant tail. He picks up the bookmark and studies it for a while. He puts it in his pocket and turns the pages. He stops reading and starts sobbing. I see tears rolling down his face. I'm not affected like him by the words in this book. I am, after all, a pressure cooker, not a passionate writer or a reader. But the name of the book and game touches my soul. Despite being a stainless steel pot, you all know by now that I have a soul. I also remember the day his sweetheart gave him this book with a lovely kiss as a birthday gift. Perhaps he cries because he must burn this book, and along with it, his memories and dreams. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Roger. Just a very quick question. Have you ever, this was told with such detail and such imagination of point of view, have you ever burned books this way?
Yeah, the guy was me, and that was my last night in Turkey. So I had to burn my books in a pressure cooker.
Closer to the mic, please.
Oh, so that guy was me, and that was my last day in Turkey because the government has started to attack journalists and writers. So I had to get rid of those books, and the only way to burn them, I couldn't find any other way. And actually, there was one more way. I soaked some books in the bathtub. So you have to be careful not to leave your fingerprints on those books, because the officials were searching for the garbage in that period. So you had to be careful. It was a torture actually. It was a torment to me that night, because not only did I burn my books, I seriously burned my all dreams, memories, and I burned my place actually, my land. So, and then I left my country. Thank you.
Thank you, Roger.